to welcome all of you pilgrims to an interview we have with one of our musicians who has helped us with the theme songs here for our pilgrimage of freedom, our Exodus. He actually composed two pieces, one called The Secrets of the Nile, and the other one is called Out of Egypt. So I want to welcome Diego Antonio, who's with us today.
Hello.
It's so good to see you, Diego. Where are you
It's you
joining
too.
us from?
I'm actually in Puerto Rico right now. So yeah, in my beautiful island.
Oh, yes.
We're here. Yeah.
Puerto Rico is just beautiful. So, for those pilgrims who have joined us on other virtual pilgrimages, you might recognize this wonderful musician, although he does look a little different now that he and our other musician, Matt Marr, they both have long hair. So, you look great.
Thank you very much. You do too.
So, are you taking a break from school or did you finish your studies? Last time we talked to you, you were in, I believe it was Austria. Is that right?
Yes, I was in Salzburg. I am actually on a little vacation because since the temperatures are below zero right now and there's like 5 or 6 feet of snow, we're just taking a little winter break. And yeah, right now I'm just here taking some time off, much needed recharge.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, they always say that I think both the mountains and the islands are inspirations for musicians and poets. So perhaps it'll be your case as well.
100%. Yes, I am already working on some music here because yeah, I have a little bit of work for a short film that I'm working on um, with one of a little company from here. It's called Mogaro Pictures, and yeah, I'm helping them out with music for their projects. So yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. So, Diego, remind us what you're studying and what is it that you do for a living? Obviously, you help in different programs, including it looks like short movies, and certainly we're delighted that you can help us as well. But what would you consider to be your focus? And as a musician, what would be your dream?
Well, so um, I've been in the music scene, let's say, since I was a kid, 9 years old. I played the trumpet for 7 years, and right after that, I started playing jazz guitar, which I really love, and also on the side a little bit of piano, um, specifically classical piano, and I studied here in the Conservatory of Music of Puerto Rico. I studied jazz guitar here, and I had a second concentration in music composition, specifically classical music. Um, right after that, I went to Salzburg, Austria, to study further composition, but also specializing in what is film music, which is my passion, is what I love to do, is what I want to live doing. It's just music specifically for anything that is film, TV, um, advertisements, documentaries, anything. Obviously, including this beautiful, beautiful pilgrimage project that I have loved every single second of.
Oh, we are just so happy with what you've been able to produce, and it sounds like you're inspired by sort of epic, themes and storytelling. So
Yes.
that's exactly what we're trying to do with this pilgrimage of freedom as we're going, walking the footsteps of Moses and going, gosh, from Egypt and through the deserts and at Mount Sinai. So tell
Beautiful.
us a little bit about your pieces, the two pieces that you helped to compose. How are you inspired? What are some of the instruments and the sounds you were trying to incorporate?
Well, the main, I say, my main idea was to try and understand what could possibly have Moses and everyone was everyone that was with him. What could they have listened to? What was music that was being played? So I did my research, and it turns out we have absolutely zero evidence as to what they could have listened. So it was a little bit of a dead end, but still, it was passed down orally what could have been. So we have a little bit of knowledge of what was happening, specifically um, concerning rhythm and
Mm.
what sort of instruments could have been played. So I saw um, in a picture, I saw this. There was this flute player. It
Uh-huh.
appears. So I took that as a inspiration, and then I said, okay, but still, I need to make it relevant to today's music somehow. And the way I put in the pieces and to merge everything was do it with an orchestra as well as
Mhm.
some modern instruments. Like you will be able to hear the drums, the
Oh,
modern
yeah.
drums,
Oh,
and
the modern drums. Okay.
yeah, and then also you will be able to hear something like the bass guitar, which it was not usual. Obviously, that's very modern. So yeah, that's I try to glue everything together with the orchestra. And so I bring the past back to today, to the present, and make it all one. That's that was my inspiration. I was just thinking about that. How
That's nice.
what was happening historically with music then. So
Well, that's amazing. Well, for those of us who had the grace to physically go and do some of the, the filming in Egypt, Sinai, and in the deserts, I think you achieved it. You achieved it. But why don't we listen for a moment to one of the pieces? I think we have it that we can pull up. It's more of the serene piece that starts where we started on our pilgrimage, which is on the Nile. And I think you said it's called Secrets of the Nile. Is that right?
yes, yeah.
All right, let's see if we can pull that up. I love it. I love it. Well, I think for many people, for all of us who've been on the pilgrimage, and even if you're just joining us for the first time in this interview, a lot of people have watched the trailer and they'll recognize that music right away. And I can, now that you mentioned it, I can hear that bass guitar in the background, and I didn't notice that before. I
Yeah.
mean, it like fit perfectly. It's
Mhm.
almost like the rhythm of water going down the Nile, and then I don't know, the drums. For me, it's just perfect because it's also that constant movement. So that's really nice.
Yeah,
I like.
and specifically in this piece, I didn't include the modern drums. It was like a little a section of the modern drum, but
Mm.
I tried to replicate a rhythm that is very very specific from that area of Egypt, from that region. And for me, it was very interesting trying to replicate that to something modern. So
Mm.
I think it was, yeah, I felt it necessary for the piece. Yeah.
Well, I think you've really achieved a great. I personally love it, and I'm not certainly a talented or professional musician like you are, but it really strikes a note, and also it really does capture the area of the Nile. So, also you have the other piece that's a little bit. You said it a little bit more upbeat, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bit more, let's say, exciting or yeah, more uplifting if you know.
How do you make pieces more exciting or uplifting? More drums or?
Um, it all has to do with structure of the harmony and the melody. You can feel that, for example, this has a slower pace,
Mm.
um, less change of chords, of harmony. The melody is very long. It takes its time to develop. It's more calm. Um, for a more, let's say, uplifting piece, uh,
Uplifting. I see.
I would try to for make it faster, or more up paced, and more change of chords. Maybe I'll throw in more instruments so it sounds fuller. Those are
Mhm.
some of the elements to make it sound either more uplifting or more calm. Yeah.
So for this particular one, which I think is called Out of Egypt, right?
Yes,
So in your mind's eye, did you have like a desert or a mountain, or what is it that you had in mind when you did this piece?
definitely the desert played an important role. Mountains obviously give you that, uh, let's say, epicness.
Yes.
For when in your view, if you have just plain desert, but then you see a big mountain, it will be majestic. It will be big. It will be epic, and that's what I tried to envision here.
Well, yes, and some of the deserts of, gosh, southern Jordan, the Negev in Israel, gosh, even the Araba, which is the Jordan Valley. You're
Hmm.
just struck by some of those mountains that just come straight out of what seems like sand or just like wasteland. So it is striking. So
Yeah.
let's listen to this one if we have it. I think we've got it ready to listen to. So, well, before we start it, well, I was going to say, before we give it a try, is there something we should listen to particularly?
I guess you can actually hear more of the modern drums here. The bass will sound as well. It will be present, and then the combination of flute and classical guitar, they will join together in certain parts of the pieces to give it a little bit of, let's say, modern tone. Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's see what it sounds like. Mhm. That's awesome. That's Mount Sinai right there.
Hmm.
It almost sounds like a timpani, maybe.
It's a variation of, yeah.
I love it. Mm. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I have to say, though, the two pieces, it's almost like two movements of the same piece in a way, if it was a bigger orchestral piece. I don't know if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it actually does, because I would say that this second piece, well, it was actually the first one that I made, and then from that I took elements and brought it to the second one, to the Secrets of the Nile, to make it feel like it's a theme.
Mm.
It's something made from the same fabric. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You can totally tell. And I have to say, if this one is inspired by the desert, which the deserts Even though they're all desert, they're all very different from Egypt through Sinai and into, all the southern parts of, gosh, the Negev and then the Arabian desert, all that there. It's just very different. But they have that similar element, which is the camel, although the camels are also different, believe it or not. But the rhythm you have in that piece is almost like a camel, like, because they have this rhythm, that goes the way that they walk. And so I think the underlying rhythm, there's that constant sort of calm rhythm. And then of course there's the others, and you can hear the modern above that. So that's actually nice that you pointed that out. There's certain nuances I think I would have missed.
Yes, I mean, you almost said it all, and I think that it's funny that you should mention the camel because for some reason I could feel also the pace of the camel going through the desert. I think it makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I've often thought about camels as, for various reasons, we've been on different camels in the different deserts, but they do have a trot. They can run. In fact, we were on this was in Sinai. So we had a couple of Bedouin kids that were racing camels at sunset, after they were finished, renting them out to the tourists, whatever. And so we were filming at one point and they were coming right at us. And of course they know how to manage the camels. I was totally freaked out because they go fast.
I can
But
imagine.
even when and they're big animals. I mean, but even when they run or kind of trot, there's still sort of an underlying sort of majestic type of rhythm, which really is, for me, the rhythm of the desert and the invitation, I think, which is what your music also does, an invitation to change our rhythm, to say, okay, let's just take a moment, change the rhythm, give ourselves some space and some time, and kind of enter into the rhythm of the Holy Spirit, because he wants to tell us some things through the desert. And I think music really helps open up the heart. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons why you like music so much, but it's one of the reasons I love music, also to pray.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you. I would say music, for me, being a composer, it's part of my day. It's part of my, let's say, even diet. I wake up and while I'm having breakfast, I have to listen to something, and it's just very spiritual for me. Music, it's always been there for me, and even in my best moments and my worst moments, music is always there to balance it out.
Yeah. Well, we will definitely keep you in prayer. Excuse me. We will keep you in prayer. Is there anything in particular as you finish up? Is it your doctorate that you're working on?
I'm working on my master's, so that's what I'm doing, and hopefully I finish.
Hold on just a sec. She will edit this. Thanks be to God. It's not live.
No
That
problem.
may be the last time. Can you believe it? Just a second. Okay.
Okay.
So let me just ask you the question one more time. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Diego, we will definitely keep you in prayer. And I don't know if there's anything in particular you'd like us to pray for, if it's your studies, your doctorate, your master's, whatever you're working on.
Obviously, for me to finish this master's and to be able to succeed in what I'm trying to accomplish, that is writing music for a living, which is what I love to do.
Oh, I think God willing, you'll find somebody who can put all of that talent into, I don't know, focus it into doing good. But you're already doing that so much through these pilgrimages, both the Spanish and the English-speaking pilgrimage, and we're so delighted to have you again. Just one quick question. The last couple pilgrimages, your mom has helped us on site. And so
Yes.
Please do give her our hellos. And how is she doing?
I sure will, and she's doing great. She is in Spain visiting my grandmother. So yeah, she's doing very well. Thank you. Yeah, and I will for
That's
sure tell her. And obviously, she's the reason that I was able to be part of this. So obviously, I thank God that she ended up being here, part of the Magdala experience, and for me to be also part of it, it's a blessing.
Oh, she is a blessing. And when she was here as a volunteer, she was such a big help for us. So thank you. And I could actually hear some of, I don't know, but I could hear some of that Spanish, almost a Spanish theme in some of that music as well. It kind of combines with the.
It's definitely in there. As well, historically, obviously, you know, people from those regions were in the southern part of Spain, so it's only natural for the Spanish culture, specifically in the southern region, to have developed music that sounds a lot like things you would have heard in Egypt.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. There was a lot of mixing cultures there. So just
yes,
what a richness, what a total richness.
indeed.
Diego, we hope that this isn't the last time that we get to see you and work with you.
Hopefully not.
And so anyway, we're very happy that you're doing well and enjoy the wonderful weather in Puerto Rico. I
Thank you
love the
very
place
much.
there once. So,
Yeah,
okay.
it's beautiful
All
right
right.
now and it's very sunny. So yeah, thank you very much, Kathleen.
You can go to the beach for us. Okay.
100%.
Okay. All right. God bless you, Diego.
God bless you too. Thank you very much.